Okay, this is my Dead Blank Media collection. This is my uniques here. And you can see I'll go, don't worry, I'll slow down. I'll go shelf by shelf here. And it's a little tight over here in the corner, but I'll let you go. This is the top shelf. This is going to be your Maxells. I've got Type 1, Type 2s. I've even got a Type 4 metal cassette there. The MX110. Got a couple of capsules. Some high dollar tapes in there. The next shelf is my TDK, Fuji, and Memorex shelf. I've got a couple of TDKs here. A couple that I'm proud of. Those SAXs are really great. Pull those out and let you see those. Probably one of the best tapes ever made. The Fujis are mostly nostalgic for me. I had those when I was a kid and making tapes and whatnot. This right here, this GTI 60 I got off of eBay very cheaply. I just like the look of it. It's really, really neat. Memorexes, these are your actual just run-of-the-mill Memorexes. Some of the most widely used tapes. Some of the cheapest and worst as well. Sad to say. I've even got a Type 2 Memorex over there. These are my Sony shelves. This is kind of my pride and joy, the Sony shelves here. And this right here is my 1986 collection. And I've got everything except a metal ES, which goes right there. So I've got everything up to the UX Pro. I've got duplicates of all these, and I actually use them to record on. So it's not like I'm just hoarding blank tapes here. I've got me a UX Pro from the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. Very, very nice tape. The rest are mostly just Type 1s. Then I've got a couple of Type 4s over here, the CD ones that are Type 4 metals. And then I've got this weird tape over here. It's not a blank media tape. It probably doesn't even belong on the shelf, but I just had to do it. It's a Video 8 videotape. It's a very small little high 8 actual movie videotape. I'm going down to the various shelf. I've got a couple of micro cassettes here, a couple of DV cassettes, a couple of digital DAT tapes right here. Got a couple of data tapes right here, kind of strange data media stuff, scan cartridge and all sorts of different things. Then I've got just a bunch of random ones. Got a really cool 4-pack of Panasonic micro cassettes right here. I think that's really cool. And then the most interesting shelf is the obscure shelf, and I've got a Zip media here. Got a couple of mini DVD-Rs, which are really, really cool. Then I've got a couple of mini discs. I've got a couple of boxes of mini discs. These are all complete boxes. They've got 5 in them each. Those TDKs are really, really nice. Got a couple of library stuff right here. And then, of course, your good old 3.5-inch floppies. But that's not all, ladies and gentlemen. That is not all. These are just my shelves. And these, by the way, are IKEA shelves. You can get them very, very simply. I did not put the crossbar going across because I wanted you to be able to see the tapes, and you can see where the crossbar goes right there. And so, still very cool little shelves, very inexpensive. I think they're $5 a piece. And they mount really easily, and I just really like them a whole lot. But then moving on to a couple of other things here. This is kind of my stash of Type 1s. I've got all the ones over there, but this is mostly all Type 1s, a couple of Type 2s, and Yoda protecting our blank tape stash here. But I've got a bunch of Sonys over here on the right. Picked this up recently right here, just your regular HF sealed in pack right there. I've got a 10-pack, a cool looking 10-pack. It's actually, I think it's a 12-pack of Fuji DR1s, the old style DR1s. Great little tapes. Just very, very common. Got a couple of boxes here that are opened, and but they're not sealed, but they have the sealed tapes inside of them. Got a couple of, you can see right here, a couple of Memorex, stacks of Memorex, stacks of these R tapes, which are crazy, just, I don't even know what they are. They're really, really super cheap tapes. You got the cheap RCA tapes right here. I got a couple of those. And then I got a really, really cheap on-brand tape that you can get from Walmart. Actually, you can walk into Walmart and get these present day. So make sure you go get that if you really need a tape. And I've got stacks of TDK right here. Then I can move these just out of the way so I can get to the back here. Got a nice old TDK on the bottom. A couple of really cool XL2s, XL2S's down there. I've got a 3-pack of those that's sealed. And then behind those, just a bunch of Maxell URs. You can actually pick those up today. You can go to Walgreens and pick those up in those 5-packs and everything. Very cheap tape, but it's a decent tape. It's a decent Type 1 tape. So this is the entire cassette stash, and this is my blank media collection with all of my blank media tapes. If you have any questions, sound off in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching.